it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Aries for career, money, and finance, September 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you look a personal or a private reading. Otherwise, let's just get started. All right, Aries, what do we have for career, money, finance for you? September 2019. We got the Five of Cups coming up here with the Devil. Okay. Don't freak out about this. I know this looks bad, disappointment, sadness, heartache, whatever. But the thing is, what we're seeing here is we see the reason that this is happening. So something career, money, finance-wise, it looks like there was a decision made that really was not optimal. And the thing that we're seeing here also, we have these 3 cups spilled out, this person focusing on the loss, the things that didn't go well, and they're also facing the devil right here. And the devil does not mean like boogeyman, scary things. The devil more means that you fell back into an old pattern. It could be operating from a sense of lack. It could be focusing on the bad decisions that you made and not focusing on the good things you need to do. But it looks like here we just fell backward, and that happens. Every decision we make isn't perfect. We don't do everything right the first time all the time. But it looks like here we fell back into some bad decision-making practices. Maybe, like I said, I'm hearing definitely operating from a sense of lack. Maybe you made some decisions thinking that you weren't good enough to really have what you wanted, or you weren't qualified to have what you wanted, but it doesn't have to stay that way. The good thing here is that we know what happened. And, every reading cannot be hearts and rainbows. I try not to be too ominous, but this one definitely speaks to that there was some kind of mistake made. The best thing about a mistake like this, especially with the devil coming up, is that you know what happened. So let's get some information on this 5 of Cups here, this disappointment or whatever this was, this bad decision, unfortunate decision, I guess is what we'll call it. Poorly made choices, something like that. All right, we finally got a card to flip here. Okay, here you've got the King of Pentacles, and the Pentacles are career, money, finance. So it looks, I almost think maybe you were relying too much on someone else's ideas versus your own ideas. Like you saw, somebody else runs their business this way, so I'm just going to do what they're doing. And I think that could be falling back into old behaviors because you're like not trusting yourself. So I don't think it's the end of the world. Sometimes we try things other people have done that have worked for them and they just don't work for us. And so I think this is just saying, what, focus on you and what you want to do. Now, here's something really interesting. Like I said, this devil card is not like the end of the world, but it's just showing us, hey, we fell back into an old pattern, an old belief system. We made mistakes that we've made before, so what can you do but learn from them? The card that comes up here is the Sun. The Sun is a brand new day, so you know what? Yeah, maybe you made some mistakes. Maybe some things didn't turn out exactly the way you wanted them to, but you have the opportunity right now to not focus on these 3 spilled cups, right? Or on maybe the role model that you used that wasn't right, but you can turn around and there's 2 cups here that are full, which says what? There's other options for you. And then you have the brand new day here saying you can turn away too from making bad mistakes or mistakes that you've made before, and you can make a different choice, right? You can make a different choice and have a different outcome. So let's get a little bit of an idea here. Once we figure out where we might have gone wrong, we might have made a choice that isn't right, how do we recover from that? What do we do next? What's next? Because I like to fix the problem. See the problem, fix the problem. Not mourn over the problem. Like, the problem is what it is, but let's move on from it. Okay, so look, you've got the Fool. You had the Sun earlier, right? Brand new day. Now you have the Fool. It's time to do something completely different. And you know what? This time you follow your own desires, your own plan, your own wants and dreams. And that's what I think happened. I just think you got swayed maybe by somebody else's success or somebody else's example and thought, I'll just do that. Like almost the easy way out. Like, I'll just do that. You actually already have your own plan. You already have your own ideas about what you want to do. But now, I know it's hard because you might have experienced disappointment or you might have made a mistake and something didn't go quite right. Now, though, you do have to take that step out of your comfort zone and follow your plan, not somebody else's plan, and like that's the thing. I know that can be scary because you're thinking, well, geez, what if I screw this all up? Well, guess what? You're not going to. You have the Emperor. The Emperor, first of all, represents Aries, so you have that. And the Emperor, what? He beats the King of Pentacles out every time, right? The King of Pentacles is a responsible business owner, most likely, very responsible guy. But the Emperor, he rules it all. I mean, he rules the whole land. He rules the whole kingdom. So I think that this new way of thinking and this new way of approaching things that you have is going to be a completely different experience for you versus the following somebody else's plan, somebody else's ideas. This is your ideas, your way that you want to do things, and it's completely different than what you've seen out there before, and that's why it's going to be successful. So I'll be very interested to hear what you have going on there. Let's get an idea for this Fool. Yeah, this is why you didn't do it. You have the Nine of Swords. You got stuck in your head and got worried. So you relied on, oh, you know what, maybe I can't do it. I'll just do this what this other person's doing. And that's the thing. You got yourself so worried that you forgot that you were really smart. Okay, you forgot that you knew what you were doing. And let's just get, oh, there's the other one. The Two of Wands. I like this. I like this here with the Emperor, because the Two of Wands is not saying you have to plan out the whole rest of your life, but you can plan out a little bit. You can work on, what am I going to do in September? What am I going to do just in September to right this ship around and to make these choices my own? And that's all you have to plan right now is September. Just worry about that, and I think it's all going to come together for you really well. So I hope this was uplifting for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.